Hi guys, this is Kits.
This is Kel.
Welcome to our channel,
Kits and
Kel.
Kel.
So for our very first episode in this channel, I decided to share something that is relevant to me. I am currently pregnant, so I feel that it's good for me to share my favorite items or stuff that I use during pregnancy and after pregnancy. So it could be maternity items, or it could be a baby stuff, or even a household item. So I'd like to start with the very first item I bought when I was first pregnant with my son, which is a maternity pillow. I place everything on the side, so you might see me look at the side more often. So this is the maternity pillow that I bought. It's quite huge, it's C-shaped, and I feel that it is very helpful, especially if you are in your third trimester where your tummy is huge and your back is hurting. It supports your tummy well, and for us pregnant women, we are encouraged to sleep on our left side because they said that the blood circulation is better when we sleep that way. Whatever the explanation is, I'm not sure. But if you don't have the maternity pillow, you can also use small pillows like this, or a small pillow like this. You can just tuck it in between your bed and your tummy, and this works well as well. And also another pillow for your back. Last time my mom, I'm sure she didn't use this, so I think we can use any pillows we want. Another one of my favorite in this pregnancy is this Baby Plus. Baby Plus is actually a prenatal educational system or device. So this is just like playing classical music on your for your baby, or reading to your baby, or talking to your baby. But according to the inventors or whoever made this, creators of this, that music is still a bit hard for a baby to comprehend. So what they did is they created a device or a prenatal educational system where it uses the mother's heartbeat. So I'm gonna let you hear it. It sounds like this. So I am now on lesson 8. You have to start using this when you reach 18 weeks up until you deliver. So that. So why do I want to use it, or why did I decide to use this again? Because I noticed with my son, I use it from 18 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Right now he is very calm, he is very focused, and is very attentive, which are some of the claims of the creators of this device. So I have no one to compare it, or I have no one to compare my son with, so that's why I'm using it for my second baby and see if she will turn out to be calm, attentive, and focused. Apart from that, you can go to babyplus.com. They have a FAQ there, and you can read the benefits of it. Again, during our parents' time, they don't have this. You can go ahead and listen to classical music still, or get your baby to listen to classical music still, or talk to them or read to them. I think that will work too. But since I have this, I decided to use it, and this is one of my favorites actually because of what I'm seeing with my son. So it's an investment. So you really, if you want to purchase this, it's about $300 if I'm not mistaken. But for me, it's one of my favorites. Another one would be this. Is very helpful, especially in third trimester. This is a maternity belt. So if you know me, or if you know me personally, or you see my person, I am very small. My stature is very small. Or okay, let me see. I am actually 4'11" in height, and pre-pregnancy I was between 47 kg to 50 kg. So I am really tiny. But whenever I'm pregnant, my tummy tends to be so big. If I can show you, I am huge, so that is very heavy. So what I would do is I would use this maternity belt to support the heaviness or the weight of my tummy. So I know if you're a second time mom, you know how to use this. You just have to tie it like that, and then your back will help you to support the weight of this one. So this is one of my favorite. If ever I get pregnant again, which I hope not, I'll definitely use this. Another one of my favorites during pregnancy, if you are like me who gets worried quite easily, you might want to have this one. This is a fetal Doppler. So what it does is it gets you to hear your baby's heartbeat. I use this often when I was when I was in first trimester, because that's the time that you don't feel the baby moving, so you don't know if they're actually, alive or what. So I use this often. This is a brand Angel Sounds. I bought this very cheap because it's secondhand. I bought it in Carousel. So it has this earphone. At the same time, you have to use it with a collagen or something, but aloe vera would do. So you just have to put aloe vera first on your tummy and then search for the heartbeat of your baby. So last time in my last pregnancy, all of a sudden I can't feel my son moving and I can't even hear the heartbeat. So I'm not sure if this is, but my baby turned out well. So reliability wise, probably sometimes because the baby may be in a different position, then you don't know if there's a heartbeat or not. Better check with the doctor right away if you feel that there's something's not right with the way your baby moves and stuff like that. Okay, another one would be a friend of mine recommended for me to use this. This is what you call a bra extension. So I have different sizes and different colors of these. This really helps a lot during your pregnancy time. You can actually go ahead and buy your maternity bras right away, but for me, because I don't know how big my breast will be after delivery, I tend to use this extension first before shopping for maternity bras. And maternity bras are very helpful, of course, when you're breastfeeding, especially outside. But it's always a reality, like I always feel that during our mother's time, they don't really use maternity bras and all. They just have to lift it up and that's it, right? So this is a good one of my favorites. And another one of my favorite is antacid tablets. This is Tums. I got this in the US. The reason so I use Tums is because I have heartburn all throughout my pregnancy. So I unfortunately have hyperemesis gravidarum, which is in layman's term severe morning sickness. That means from first trimester to third trimester, you are vomiting, you have this crazy heartburn, you are dizzy. So I have that. So I am taking medications for that. So that's why I look okay now. But without the medicines, it's gonna be a crazy 9 months for me. So this one is Tums for heartburn. Don't take it unless your doctor tells you that it's okay for you to take it. And another one would be Bio Oil. Bio Oil is for stretch marks. I'm not really sure if this really works because after I delivered my son, I never really got any heartburn, any stretch marks. Apparently, the stretch marks are hereditary. If your mom has it, then you might have it. My mom didn't have it, so I don't have it as well. I have a bit of stretch marks at the back of my legs, but very minimal, and I don't have it on my tummy. So this one is a good one for me. I also use it for my face because of course, when you age, you need stuff on your face. But I use this after I bathe. And every time I feel itchy and I feel that my skin is very dry, I would spread it all over. This one is a good one. But you can, purchase other products as well. Just for me, most of the stretch mark lotion has argan oil and I'm allergic to argan oil. Alright, so is that all for, I think that's all for, during pregnancy. And few of my favorites after pregnancy, when you're already breastfeeding, and you are carrying the baby and all. I have all those stuff as well, my favorites. Okay, give me a moment. I forgot to get something, just a second. I'm not gonna edit this anymore because it's just very near here and I don't think it'll ruin the video. as much as possible, I like my videos to be raw kind, but that doesn't mean I am lazy editing. I just feel that it's better that way. It's more real and all. So after delivering, my favorite stuff would definitely be a breast pump. This is Spectra breast pump. It's a hospital grade one, and I also have the portable one of Spectra. So this one is good when you're out and about, and it's very portable. So this one is a favorite of mine. And the hospital grade, of course, you can't just bring this anyhow outside, right? I use this here. It's dual pump, and it's pretty strong. It also has a light on it, so you don't need to turn on the lights when you're or rather need to pump, especially when you are with a child. So I'm not sure, there you go. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Right, so this is a good buy. I actually searched several breast pump online, but Spectra always comes out the best. So that's what I bought, and of course the portable one. All right, another one that I love is this baby kitten. It is a t-shirt like sling or a baby carrier. So, you know, if during our parents' time, they would use this, I don't know how it's called, but it's a sling that they do it manually, that they tie it stuff. Right now, it's easier. So you just have to wear it like this. I'm gonna show you, like a t-shirt. Put your arm over in this one as well, and then you remove this, and then you put the baby in, and then one leg here, and then you put this other one, and the other leg goes here, and then you have to spread it out like this. So the baby is here, and they also provided this extra cloth for more security. So once the baby is here, you just have to tie it here like that. And it also has a pocket here. Gosh, Filipinos has this issue with pocket and packet. So yeah, so this one is a good one. There's another brand of this. I think it's Coney, if I'm not mistaken. So this one is a good one for me. This I would wear probably when the baby is 3 months old, because it's very snuggy. So the baby is very, you know, like you're embracing the baby and it feels like the womb. So they easily sleep with this. But of course, if it's 3 months, if it's heavy and all, you should get a baby carrier. So the brand of this one is iAngel. So it has another attachment over here when the baby is like 3-month-old, but when the baby is 3-month-old and above, or I think 6 months, you can use the hip sitter. This is a lifesaver. Imagine our parents last time carrying us all over without a carrier. I don't know how they do it or how they did it, but this one is good. Ergo is a popular one, but this one works well also. All right, so another one, oh shoot, I actually forgot to mention this Haka. It's a silicone manual pump. It is very, very good. You know, when I first breastfed, nobody told me that if I latched my son on my breast, the other one will leak like nobody's business. So whenever I latch my son on one breast, I would put this in so that the letdowns will be on here, and then I just have to transfer it on a bottle. Otherwise, I would pump the other one. So, but for me, this one actually works better because I feel that expressing your breast produces more milk than pumping. Although, of course, this one made everything easy for us. You just have to take advantage of the technology there is. But even after I use this, I manually express my breast to make sure that it's empty. Right, anything else that I forgot? I think that's all. And another thing would be this too. All right, this is my diary and this is my Bible. Unfortunately, I had postpartum blues or postnatal blues, which turned out to be postpartum depression. So I think I discussed that or shared that with you guys in a different video because it's entirely different topic. But I think for mothers, it is very important for us to have an outlet right after delivering and having having all the pain that you experience, and having a baby, taking care of the baby, being a wife, doing all of the household chores. Because for me, we don't have a helper. It's just my mom would come over at times, or my husband is very helpful as well. But there will come a time wherein your hormones will just make you feel that you're going crazy. But for me though, my outlet is actually writing down or releasing all my thoughts and emotions. And then once I emptied it out, I would definitely read my Bible to replenish, replenish my thoughts, and make sure that I am continuously reading the promises of God and declaring the promises of God. So, whatever your outlet is, you meet up with your friends, you watch a movie, you go out, you do your nails, your hair, go for it. But for me, this is an essential. This is my favorite Bible and my diary, because this is where all I just let out myself. Not let out myself, but this is how I manage my thoughts, by reading this and by writing it down. Okay, what else? Okay, another thing that is very huge that I feel that is very useful after you deliver is a UV sterilizer. Initially, we were using a steamer, the normal steamer wherein you know what I mean, right? When you boil the water and then you steam it and then you dry it. So I realized that UV sterilizer is such a lifesaver. It cuts down your time right after you wash the bottles or your pump or whatnot. You just pop it in and just click a button, and then it does the thing for you. Okay, my son is awake, but yeah, it is an investment. It's about like $400, but I tell you, it's easy to resell. Okay, I have to get my son first because he's crying. Yeah, okay, hold on. Yes, my love. Oh, mom's. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, say hi, Kai. So I was saying UV sterilizer is such a good buy, and it's really one of my favorites. It's so easy. The brand that I bought is called Henim. It's a Korean brand, and I did my research, and it comes out as the top one, but there are other options out there that you can get. It occupies quite a bit of space, but that's okay. Just think of it as after 2 years, you're gonna dispose it or resell it. So that's a good buy. And what else? Oh, there are two household items that I super love, because it makes my daily life and chores easy. One would be a vacuum cleaner. What we have is the Dyson V11. It was recommended to us of one of our friends. So it's very easy, especially if you have a baby who's snacking. It has different heads or nozzles that you can use, and you just have to less than a minute, it's cleaned already. I mean, my house is not that big, so it's not hard to clean, but that one is wireless. It's just so easy. You don't need to worry about brooming or whatnot. You know that your floor is clean. Another one is a mop. It's called Boom Joy. So this is the one, I think you've seen it before. It is the one that has a spray on it, and then you just have to mop it. You don't need to go ahead and get a pail of water, wash the normal mop, which is the kind of thing that with white stuff that you wash and then you have to squeeze manually. This one you just have to spray, mop, take out the cloth, wash it, and then hang it. So it's so easy. Right, Kai? And the one that I used for the mop is called Biohome. Biohome floor cleaner. What's good about that Biohome floor cleaner? It is baby safe. Meaning to say, it doesn't have chemicals that will harm the baby. Especially if you have a baby who is crawling and always on the floor, picking up things. You don't want them to ingest any chemicals. So that one is a good buy. So yeah. So I've actually discussed the things that my favorite stuff, the good things to buy. I think, you know, stuff that are a must have. But yeah, I think that's all, right, Kai? Yeah, I think that's all that I want to share with you. So as you can sense, this is my very first video, so I am all over the place. But I know that as when I do this as often as I can, or as frequent, then I'll be able to practice as well and be able to good at it. Right now it's very awkward just looking at the camera and just talking and thinking about what you're gonna say. But like what I've said a while back, I would love my videos to be raw and just spontaneous, and not so much of the editing. But then again, I know editing is important, so I'm gonna learn that. So yeah, that's all for now. Our second video, hopefully I'll get to do it or tape it next week, or maybe edit it next week, or anything like that. So if you have any questions or any suggestions, and if you have any comments, just go ahead and shoot me an email or shoot me a comment, and I'd love to interact with you. I am a second-time mom and I have a lot of things to learn. And yeah, that's all for now, and thank you for tuning in, and yeah, just for your time. Thank you so much. See you again. Bye bye. Say bye bye. Did you say bye bye? There. Bye bye.